it knocked me back, and I was kind of breathing a little hard.
He beat you up. So he sunned you. He made you his little son in front of your crush. He punched you so hard you were out of breath. And he told you, hey, bro. Hey, son, it's all good, little bro. Are you okay? Hey, listen, I got a treat for y'all tonight, so say what's up to me, flood the comments, make sure y'all run the likes up, and look, we're dealing with a menace to society. We're dealing with somebody I gotta banish myself. Listen to the description I'm giving y'all. He eviscerated and ended his crush's man while they were sleeping. How in the f do you even do this? He has a radar on that turns on whenever that woman that he has a crush on does anything with anybody else that doesn't involve him, because there's no way, like, this isn't obsession, bro. This is sickness. I haven't even f***ing pressed play on the video and I'm mad. Whose man's is this? Let me shut up, bro. Let's go.
I'll admit she's pretty. Yes, it would be nice having with her, but I never thought. I mean, I thought about it, yes.
Yes, you did, you lying scumbag. Why does he look like a deformed pig that hasn't evolved yet? Y'all know how there's retards that believe in evolution? He's stuck in the first phase. He said, you know, it would be nice to have... Yeah, get him out of here. We gotta throw him off the planet, bro. This is the only time I'll back y'all who believe in flat earth. I wish the earth was flat so we can just throw this dude off the edge. We're 10 seconds in, bro, and I'm disgusted.
I wasn't gonna ask her.
Oh, no, that's a weird question to say you want to go back and ask. But
yeah,
I mean,
but I didn't, like, yes, I did, like, I did thought about wanting to with her, yes.
Sure.
So he doesn't want to ask her. Instead, he wants to come and literally kill, literally end the man who she's going crazy with. That's not him. Where do y'all find these guys, bro? Like who made this? Where's his parents at? I need to have a conversation with him. Cause what X and Y chromosomes do y'all have that connected together and made this shit? This creature that I'm listening to, bro. Seriously. The rationale for what the he just did, which is straight, is he wasn't able to get with this woman, so he literally comes and ends the other man that she's with while she's quote unquote with him. I told y'all he has a radar or some senses that just activated as soon as this shit is unreal, bro.
22-year-old Josh was third wheeling with Hannah and her date, 27-year-old Neil. After the trio hopped bars the entire night, Josh even tagged along with the couple to Hannah's house, where a fun night took a freakish turn.
Where's the gun?
Please help.
What type? Are we really just gonna let that pass? What type of... Yeah, I'm sorry. I know bro's gone. He's not here anymore, but what the type of dude do you gotta be? Unless this is your friend. If he's not, who third wheels with another grown-ass man and his girl? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with y'all? Where is this DNA found, bro? I just don't understand these types. This is weirdo behavior from everybody. Seriously. Huh?
Y'all?
Is the ambulance on their way?
They are.
I literally thought the gun was a flashlight because he was using it as a flashlight. We were looking for a cat and I saw that I was using a flashlight.
1911 to 1922. Bring your red bag in.
I literally thought it was a flashlight because he was...
Come over here.
Yes, sir.
I can't believe this.
I hope I did
Just
not.
one? Right
Yes,
Wow.
one shot. I literally thought it was a flashlight, sir.
He really third wheeled with this dude and his girl and then went home with them and then literally probably sat in front of the door of the bedroom. This is how disgusting this little creature is. And then got so jealous and pressed that he willingly put himself in this position that he one-tapped the guy in his upper room in his head and his skull as soon as he got out the room. Or did he barge in? Like, what type of creature is this? And for the girl and the other guy, like, what is... Y'all gotta... I don't... See, I gotta keep it chill because he's gone, bro. But like... Why would you bring another grown-ass man with y'all to the house knowing that you're going to go into the bedroom and... I don't want to be too descriptive, y'all, but y'all get what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to point out how weird everybody is in this situation. It's alcohol. That's what it is. I just thought about it. It's alcohol. Because when you're not thinking rationally, when you're blasted out of your mind, you would do some shit like this. That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
Because he was using it as a flashlight.
It's a trigger, dude. It's a trigger. You have to...
Stay over there. Stay over there.
Yes, sir.
1911 CPR
Oh my
in
god.
progress.
Is he
Even if he was using it as a flashlight, you up your gun instantly and him in the head? Excuse me, but what the bro, not even a goddamn warrior who's been in wars and shit would do something like this. You're sitting down at your homie's house or another guy's home. He comes and pulls out a flashlight. You see that it's a flashlight and then you snipe him in the head? What is wrong with you?
breathing? Is he still breathing?
I did not mean to.
I don't care. It was so stupid of you. Why would you ever grab a gun? It's not a toy.
I did not know.
Oh my god. It doesn't matter. It's his gun. He knows how to use it. You don't.
I didn't know he had a concealed
Oh my god.
What?
I didn't know it was like actual
Oh my god. Is he still breathing?
What?
Oh my god.
So he grabbed his tool from him and quote unquote accidentally, that's a big ass word to use here because I don't believe it for a second, right? But quote unquote massive capital letters accidentally. This man with his own tool. Yeah, right. Right. I know she's crying and her tone sounds like it's real, but if you just witness your man get popped in the middle of his eyeballs, I'm sorry, but you gotta be more like, I would expect the girl in this situation to be trying to slap the other guy, try to beat him up, and then the police have to like, you know, hey, stay away from him, keep her away from the guy, right? Because you just witnessed what he just did. Even if it was an accident, you would be so, your heart and your emotions would be so anguished that you would be just trying to get your hands on the other person who just caused your loved one, your man, to die like this. So the reason I say that is because I'm just throwing it out there because we've seen shit like this before. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a setup.
Got CPR in progress. Gun is on the couch there. Shooter's right there.
I thought it was a flashlight at first because he was using it as a flashlight. I did not know that Neil concealed a weapon.
Who are you lying to? A lot of your ancestors and your mama, not me. Don't make me click off this video. I'm actively losing brain cells. This retard just sat here and told us with a straight face, boldly, that he thought a gun that he grabbed with his own bare hands was a flashlight. Are you like deformed? Are you like a hollow head? Where's your brain at? Who grabs a tool and then thinks and somehow mistakes it for a flashlight? Please understand what this buffoon is trying to tell us. He grabbed this man's concealed gun from him and popped him in the head. And he's trying to sit here and tell us that he grabbed it and thought it was a flashlight and pulled the trigger. Excuse me, but who are you lying to? Who are you talking to? You're lucky it's not me, bro, because I would have been telling him even as the cop, like, you shut the up. You're going to jail for life. Who mistakes a tool for a flashlight, bro? Not even a retard would do what you just did.
So I was unaware.
Josh seemed exceptionally composed as he tried to blame his victim for getting Meanwhile, Neil, who was in his chest, was declared dead on arrival.
Get a confirmed DOA. I'll talk to the female as well.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm so sorry, Dana.
I did not know that. I'm so sorry.
Can you do me a favor and get her started on a statement?
Yeah, look at her face. She's chopped too, but I'll give her a pass, bro. But that's the face of somebody who's blasted drunk. You can't even hide it. Your face gets all red. She's blasted. They're all drunk. That's exactly what would lead to a situation like this. Him, on the other hand, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't drink a single ounce and is just straight sober, waiting for his chance to pull some shit off like this. But her and her man were definitely blasted. Just look at her face, man. I'm telling y'all, when I tell y'all these things, I'm not saying it for no reason. When I say that alcohol is haram for a reason and that shit is the devil, bro. Like, when you drink it, you literally, like, you let a piece of the devil possess you or on some shit. Like, that's what happens. We've seen these examples so many times. That shit has you moving, walking, and talking and smelling like a zombie. Life is hard as shit. I understand it, bro. Sometimes I'm like, damn, this is moments where people will get blasted. I can't do that, but still, stay away from this shit no matter how hard life gets, bro, because this is not worth it. Never, ever.
Yep. Thank you.
I swear to God, I did not know it was a concealed weapon. I did not know he concealed
I would have
a
slapped you right there,
loaded
bro.
weapon or anything like that.
Okay, I'm going to read you your rights, though, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get you secured first, and I'll read you the rights.
Yeah, we got a shooting with the. He said it was accidental, but he's in custody right now. We have one witness and one DOA in an apartment.
I didn't even see it happen. I never saw him pick up the gun or anything because I had just turned away.
So you didn't physically see him like punch out, you know, with our gun we punch out, like.
Yeah, no, I never saw him grab the gun or point the gun. I just heard it and I was like, I didn't really understand what it was. I just felt the ringing in my ear.
Yeah.
And it almost felt like something like ricocheted.
How close would you say?
I was so close. Like, we were all so close. My kitchen is small. It's a small apartment. We were all in that small little kitchen. And I was already turned away, like, starting to walk the other direction. And then Neil started pulling behind me. And then he just fell down. And then there was blood everywhere.
You heard the bang. You turn around. And what do you see?
So at first I was still going the other direction and Neil was still behind me. He was behind me and it wasn't for like a minute later until I was like back in the kitchen where I saw all the blood everywhere and then Neil like fell to the ground.
I never went into the apartment, but did he get shot in the front or the back?
I don't know. He said the chest, but I don't know if it went through the front or the back, but I'm assuming the front.
Josh and Neil had engaged in some playful sparring where the latter had landed some better blows. Could it be that the shooting was not just an accident, but a deliberate act born out of jealousy?
I just don't understand if like he was mad that once they did the boxing, even though he wanted to start it. I know that Neil has a harder hit, but I saw it and it looked pretty even. Like Neil went light on him, but I'm wondering if that made him mad. But it didn't seem like that because everything was fine afterwards. It would all happen in like a 5-minute time span.
All this shit can be thrown out the window just off of what that retard was saying, bro. Seriously, he literally sat here lecturing us and telling us as if we're all sped. Hey, bro, I know that I popped him with his own gun, but I thought it was a flashlight. Like, why? How do you say some shit like that with a straight face? I'm being so serious, y'all. Who believes this? How do you mistake a tool with a flashlight? Bro, you could have said a potato. I would have believed you more. That's how ridiculous of a statement that's like me saying, bro, that's like somebody running somebody over with a car and saying, sorry, I thought I was driving a bike. What? Simply off of that statement, he has to go, bro. Seriously.
So they box. Mm-hmm. They stop.
And then I messed around with Neil. I was like, okay, do me now. And Neil like playfully hit me in the stomach, like super light.
Yeah.
And I was like, harder. And then I turned around after that, and we were like going to start walking to the living room, and that's when it happened. And so I'm like, I don't really understand how you could think a gun is just a flashlight. The blood, like,
was Josh?
I have to say this too, y'all. She's not gonna sit here and play me, lie to me, or deceive me, y'all. You played this man too, right? Because if you weren't interested in him or disgusted by him or you didn't want him around or you didn't want his attention, he wouldn't be third wheeling with you and your guy. But you gave him just enough attention that he would keep chasing you. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that she's to blame in any way, but I am going to point this out. Like, you didn't shut the door on that man, which to me is weird because you're taken already, right? So why would you be entertaining, even in a quote unquote friendly way, right? But I'll say it like this: most male-female friendships are not real friendships. Because if an offer was given to one of the parties to engage with each other romantically, they probably would take it. Therefore, that's not a friend. Do y'all get what I'm trying to say here? So by you entertaining this third guy, bro, this clown, this weirdo, you gave him a false sense of hope to get with you. This shit is weird to me, man. I just can't believe people live life like this.
Name, right, Josh?
I don't know. I asked him when I was on the phone with the police, and he said it's Josh.
Oh.
I know him, but I just don't know him that well. Like, we've met at the bar like a couple of times.
Okay.
And he just asked if he could come over to my house so he could sober up for an hour, and then he was going to go home. And I said, yeah, sure, that's fine. No, Neil gave him a ride because he doesn't drive. He walks. And he just didn't want to walk home. He said he's going on like a day or 2 days without sleeping. So he's like, I'm just like drunk. I'm like low on sleep. Like, I just come sober up for an hour down at Creekside.
I see. This whole time I thought Neil was this weirdo. Neil's the guy that passed away. That makes so much sense now because y'all caught the detail where she was like, Neil playfully hit me in my stomach. It was super light. And I was laughing. I was like, hit me harder. And then she said right after that, the deformed pigling got enraged and smoked Neil. This is a menace.
So you and Neil are there together.
Yeah, he came and picked me up probably at around 11 or 11:30, and then we went down together. He was already there. He came and got me. We went down, and then we're all hanging out there, and eventually Josh started hanging out with us, and then that's when he asked me to come back here, and I said, yeah, that's fine. Like, Neil can probably give you a ride home later.
Well, I don't know any of them particularly well.
Okay.
But I wait on them, I'd say.
So you normally see they're what you would call maybe irregulars?
Yeah.
Okay, and do they usually come in together, or do they usually hang out together?
Josh never hangs out really with anybody. This past weekend is the first time I think I've ever seen him hanging out with anyone.
Have you ever seen him hanging out with Hannah before in particular?
No.
Okay.
He is very quiet. He pretty much, he only ever has one cider. I think one time I've seen him drink 2 ciders, but that's it. And he sits at the bar, and he's very quiet, and he doesn't talk to anybody. This past weekend, he did go hang out with Hannah. She is, like, very gregarious. Or, like,
outgoing?
That way. Yeah, she's very outgoing, and I think that she was trying to be very friendly to him.
Why did you decide to go to...
This is a prime example of the fact that you should not be entertaining the opposite gender, right? Unless it's like an environment thing where, like, for example, a coworker that you literally have to interact with, or unless it's a circumstance like that. If it's outside of that and you have the power to not entertain somebody from the opposite gender, meaning like leading them on or giving them false signs that or hope that they would be with you in a relationship, you should not be doing that, because this is a prime example of that. She was being quote unquote friendly to this Josh guy, this gremlin right here, and look what happened. Why? Because like I said, there's no such thing as being friendly in a way where you want to be friends with somebody but they want to be with you, especially when it's the opposite genders. This shit is not real. It does not work like that. So to avoid all headaches and to keep yourself and your man safe in this situation, you should have. And what's crazy to me is like, life is life, so I can't put like a border on the way you interact with people, but like, you already have a man. Why the you need to be friendly to other men? So much so to the point where you bring a whole other man with y'all to the boat like that. Like I said, this shit is weird to me, bro. You bring a whole other man, you bring this dude with y'all, and he's a friend of you and your man. Like, I don't know, bro. This shit is weird.
Getting a ride home.
Well, like, I wanted to spend maybe a little bit more time hanging out with her because I don't hang out with her as much.
Got it. Okay. So you just wanted to spend more time with her?
Spend more time, and then in case if I got a little more tired, I would crash at her place.
Okay.
He had met Neil there, and I think they do have like a previous relationship.
You mean Neil and Hannah?
Neil and Hannah, yeah. Okay. And I definitely get the impression that like they probably have before and are friends.
Okay. And have you ever heard Josh express any kind of feelings about anybody in the bar or Hannah at all?
Yeah, he stares a lot, but it seems not like creepy, more like very observational.
Well, you told me before that you'd want to express your feelings for her.
I did, but I didn't want to, say that, oh, I want to date you.
Okay. Josh, what about Hannah? You said she's very outgoing, very gregarious. Would you maybe describe her as flirty?
She's very flirty.
Okay.
And she honestly, the night that happened, she and Neil had definitely been all over each other. And then at the very end of the night, I noticed she had invited Josh to play pool, and he
couldn't handle it. He could not handle seeing that shit in person. That shit was gutting his heart. Clearly, right? So that's exactly why I said this shit is weird to me. Why would you willingly put yourself in a position where you have to watch the girl you have feelings for, quote unquote, get flirty with another man in front of you? What is wrong with you? Why would you not leave at that instance? Seriously, like, to all my guys, bro, y'all know that like deep gut sickening feeling when, like, if you're interested in somebody, then you hear like their whole stories, or like you just hear rumors about them, or past grapevine like stories of shit they did with other people. You just feel disgusted to your core, and instantly all types of feelings you had for this person instantly evaporate. How do you not have this? Like, how do you not feel like that to the point where you would willingly leave the environment. This is the place, and not put yourself through this. Instead, this genius, this scholar right here decides, let me stay here and endure this shit. And it gets to the point where he decides to kill the man.
I noticed her, she had invited Josh to play pool, and she was like, started dancing with him, and I can see
Dancing with Josh or dancing with Neil?
Dancing with Josh.
Okay.
Keep in mind, Josh is a depraved soldier of Satan in this situation. Y'all see what I'm saying? False hope, false signs, quote unquote, leading this person on. This is exactly what doing this shit gets you. It all goes back to, honestly, you simply being a hoe. Let's keep it real. Let's be completely honest. And the sad part is, most of these situations, it always has something to do with a female that somebody has feelings for. 9 out of 10 times. Can't even make this shit up.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of...
So pretty, like, when you say dancing all over Josh, she was like pretty much like
yeah, like
body to body kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nobody seemed upset. Like, Neil didn't look mad.
Mm-hmm.
They all left together. Everybody was smiling.
Okay. Did you see Hannah like making out with Josh at all, or just dancing?
I didn't see that.
Okay.
It wouldn't have surprised me.
Okay.
And I wasn't, I had a lot going on trying to get people to get out.
No, I totally understand. I was just asking if you...
It seems like Josh saw Neil as an obstacle between him and Hannah, and shooting Neil seemed like the only way to get her.
You said that you guys were talking about experience fighting, but how did this conversation come up?
It just came out of the blue, just something that slipped out, I mean, knowing that I've gotten into a couple of fist fights in the past, I'd say he did better than me.
Sure.
Shut your lying ass up. You can lie to her, you can lie to your mom, your dad, your friends, the world, the internet. You can't lie to me. You wanted to do this to see who's more powerful. It's a dominance game, bro. It's literally, this shit takes it to the primal level. Y'all know how like in the animal kingdom, female birds have like pretty feathers and they have like a mating call, and then the guys, you would see them fighting the of each other. It's like the same thing with the lions, bro, or any type of animal. The guys fight each other for the girl. It's like a lion that comes and fights the other lion. If the new lion beats the other one and kills him, he gets to kill the other guy's kids and take his girls. Like, this is what I'm trying to put into perspective. The type of games, this wasn't no friendly game, bro. It might have seemed like it, but you really wanted to see if you can beat this guy up. He beat your ass because you said he got the best of you, and you decided, damn, I can't beat him in a fist fight. I can't beat him up physically. Let me take him out. That's exactly what this is, bro. Don't sit here and lie to me talking about it was out of the blue. No, the wasn't. Let's be real here. If you're a man, you have an ego within you. If I tell you, hey, bro, let's fist fight, let's play fight, I'm really trying to see if I can beat you, even a little bit. You can call it friendly. We can put the friendly label on it, but at the end of the day, bro, I'm trying to take this serious. That's exactly what this is, bro. Don't lie to my face.
Because it hurt, right?
It didn't hurt.
Or no, you said it didn't hurt. It knocked the wind out of you.
It knocked me back, and I was kind of breathing a little hard.
He beat you up
for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he kind of put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
He sunned you. So he sunned you. He made you his little son in front of your crush. He punched you so hard you were out of breath. And he told you, hey, bro, hey, son, it's all good, little bro. Are you okay? I see why he did this.
A little winded out.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So after pacing for a bit, I looked down at the counter and then saw the gun. I was also curious on how the flashlight part of the gun worked, and so I wanted to just flash him with it, kind of because
so let's not go backwards from the progress we made last time. Okay, we've already established that was not the goal, to flash him with the flashlight, right? Your goal was to pull the trigger and fire around. Okay, we talked about this last time, so let's not move backwards. We've already got that statement. Okay, I know that you picked up the gun with the intent of firing a bullet. Okay, it wasn't to flash him with the flashlight. We know that part was the lie, and I understand why you would do that. It makes sense to me, right? Self-preservation stuff. I get it, but let's not work backwards, okay?
I don't know what was really going through my head at the time. I just picked it up.
Only way I'll believe him is if he tells me, or if they tell me that he was blasted, if he was drunk. That's the only way he can get himself out of this. I'll be completely honest with y'all. If they run his blood, or they did, and they ran his blood, during this night of the incident, and it was to turn out that he was drunk out of his mind at a high level, that's the only excuse he has out of this. All this other shit, I don't know what was going through my mind. My brain cells jumped out my body and brain fog took over and I just don't remember. Shove that up your nose, bro. We don't want to hear it. Unless you were drunk, everything you're about to say is straight cap, trying to get yourself out of this and blame a ghost for taking that man's life.
And aimed it and fired it, not knowing what was going to happen, because like I said, I was tired. I wasn't really thinking clearly. I was up for 30 plus hours.
Okay. But there were other things going through your head too at the time, because you had just gotten punched again by this guy who's sleeping with a girl that you want to be sleeping with, if we're being honest, right?
No, I actually didn't want to be sleeping with her.
I would have smacked him right here. Hit him in the jaw, bro. Don't lie to my face. Turn around, lie to the wall, not me. Listen to this.
I was just mainly friends with her. Yeah, I had a crush on her, but I just was strictly wanting to be just friends.
Does that even make sense? Are you listening to yourself? Would you say you have a crush on somebody? That means you ought to be more than friends. You f***ing sped. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. This shit makes me so annoyed. And I know she has to do her job and she's not allowed to hit him with the right hook. But sometimes that has to fly, man. Because these people are unreal.
Recovered several toys from his possession, including...
So we have your bag.
Huh?
I would have thought so.
So tell me about the other stuff that's in there that you don't want to talk about.
I don't know if I had a one there or anything else like that.
Put him under the f***ing prison. What am I hearing? My ears are being assaulted. A'udhu billah. Make a dungeon. He wants to be freaky, right? Make a dungeon under the prison for this dude. Instantly. Now. He has a what with him in his bag? Oh my god, I can't believe the other guy got taken out by somebody like this. I don't know if you can haunt people, if you turn into a but you need to haunt him. Listen to me, bro. I haunt him. Him. Right there. Because this needs to banish him.
Oh, what a toy I had in there.
What do you use toys for? I mean, for obviously, but what are the circumstances?
Just if we were wanting to get a little, frisky or kinky or whatever.
Okay, so maybe you're a little hopeful that you get to play with those with Hannah?
No, I never.
Then with who? Yourself? Yeah, I am in disbelief. Like, this has me shocked. It is too late to be listening to shit like this.
No, I never wanted to have with Hannah. I never had the thought process of having.
So explain that to me, because that one, we've all been attracted to people, and usually, if you're attracted to somebody, you want to have the physical experience.
I've thought about it, but I didn't actually want to do that because I've seen her flirting with other guys, and I'm like, having her would be nice, but she is flirting with other dudes, so it probably wouldn't be worth it.
I don't even know what to say about this shit, y'all. Are y'all listening to the same shit I'm listening to? What chromosomes align to make a brute this disgusting? Because I don't know who he's lying to. You don't want to go crazy with this girl who you have feelings for because she's flirty with other people. So you decide to go to her house with the other guy that she's being flirty with. Can you not be a hypocrite for a second? I'm just disgusted.
She's pretty. I'll admit she's pretty and cute, but yes, it would be nice to have, but I never thought twice about wanting to actually, go back to her place and having access.
Why do you even... I'm gonna let the video rock, man. This shit is hurting my brain cells. It's 3 a.m. I gotta go to bed. Bro, I'm about to have nightmares tonight. I don't even know if I'm gonna sleep.
I thought about it, yes, but I wasn't gonna ask her. I just have it in there just in case if I was gonna use it during my hookups.
This is Diddy's long lost white cousin, bro. That's your explanation for why he has that shit in his bag.
Josh was charged with assault, reckless endangerment, unlawful discharge of a firearm, and negligent manslaughter.
Hey, sounds like he might get away with this in terms of not being in there for life, because all he got was negligent manslaughter, meaning they believed him. Or not even that, meaning there isn't enough to try to cook him with the first degree. Get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. If it wasn't for these videos, I would not know these types of brutes walk amongst us, y'all. I would, because real life is a thing, but still, like, these videos put into perspective just how, like, depraved and just weird some people are, man. If you're a part of the late night squad, get in the comments and speak to me, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. I'm out.